Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for December 21st through January 2nd. A split flow in the west will result in a transition to an amplified flow across the nation consisting of a ridge trough pattern. The trough is forecast to be negatively tilted across the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast. The buckling in the Pacific jets will likely occur across over the weekend, amplifying the pattern across the nation. And we're looking here at the GFS. Here's the split flow that we're talking about here. This is a GFS. And then it slowly amplifies, and we're going to go to the 25th, Christmas Day. And you see how the pattern starts to amplify, and we start going through a change in the pattern that's been long talked about. And we have a ridge that will be situated across this area and a trough across the east central U.S. And we have very strong positive height anomalies around Hudson Bay. Now we're going to look at the other models. This is the ensembles. European is more pronounced with the trough covering much of the nation. And then we look at the European ensembles, and then we look at the Canadian ensembles, which is back to its old tricks again, being more zonal and more flatter, but still has these positive height anomalies around the same area. You can see the most of the models are, as one thing that's in agreement with the models here is this strong positive height anomaly. Now we're going to look at the period for December 24th to the 28th, and we're at the 24th. And then we're going to go now to the 28th, and you can see the GFS is still forecasting a broad area below normal heights across much of the nation. We still have very strong positive height anomalies across Canada and Alaska, and we have our trough here off the west coast. And then we go to the other models. This is ensembles, which is less amplified. And we have now this is an interesting thing. This is the European ensembles. This is the European deterministics. European ensembles. It's showing the opposite of what its ensembles are showing. The ensembles have above normal heights across much of Canada into the northeast, with the trough pushed back to the west, and we have a ridge off the west coast. And then the Canadian ensembles maintaining a zone of flow and a trough here also further to the west across the central, more centered in the central U.S. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting try it again, above normal temperatures for this region and for northern New England, and below normal temperatures here. For precipitation, I am forecasting below normal precipitation for this area and above normal precipitation for areas mainly east of the Mississippi River. Now we're going to look at the period for December 29th through January 5th. 2nd, I'm sorry. January 29th through January 2nd. Here's this 29th. And you can still see the GFS has a broad trough here across much of the nation. Very strong positive height anomalies still remaining across the high latitudes and across Canada, and we have our trough here. And now we're going to go to this towards the end of the period. This is the first. Still not much change, a little amplification. Looks like it kind of slides eastward. And then the other models are, the ensembles are, Canadian ensembles a little less amplified. And then we look at the European again ensembles. Determine the European ensembles is shown a reverse pattern with a trough here across the east central U.S. and we're back to a ridge along the east coast and across Canada that remain. And then we look at the European, not much change, but it has the core of the negative height anomalies across this region here, still basically almost a zone of flow. But during this time frame, the NAO and the AO indexes are forecast to be negative. The AO allows cold air to sink south from the Arctic. The NAO seems to hint a blocking that goes on across this area with above normal heights, and the PNA supports the ridge in the west. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, and for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and above normal precipitation for this region. So that is the long-range weather forecast discussion for December 21st through January 2nd. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.